anyways because it's all blocked off. I got it all jammed up. And it actually comes up to a landing over here. I got something for these mosquitoes. Smoke them out. dubc here. We're back another Survival Saturday. And this time we're out on the river. I promised a river trip. I got the aqua gear from Alpha Outpost, so I'm trying that out. I got the shirt, the phone carrier. I'm actually using my phone to film right now because if I get my other camera wet, it's no good. I don't have a waterproof case for it yet. But while I'm out here, I'm going to try out some of the dry bag the Alpha Outpost sent in the aqua set as well. And then I have a ration that's in development from AllMREs. It's the Z-Ration Survival Series. It's got some survival items in here, but I'll be taking a trip down the river, finding a nice spot to do it overnight, setting up a hammock because I got all my gear in the dry bag, and we'll check that out. But it's lunchtime, so let's bust this open and see what we got. Alright, found a good spot for lunch, and it caused me to get out of the river anyways because it's all blocked off. I got it all jammed up. And it actually comes up to a landing over here. I'm using a canoe. I'll show that, but I'll probably just carry it across and get back in the river. But it's a nice spot for lunch. Okay, again, this is in development. This is the Z-Ration Zombie MRE from AllMREs.com Survivor Series. It has elements of survival inside the pack. We'll go ahead and, again, it has the big water bag, or I say a big bag, but you can put water in it and other stuff, or just keep it sealed. I'm on the river right now, so I can eat my meals, put them back in here, seal this up, and if I somehow it starts raining or the canoe tips over, the food's going to be safe. So let's go ahead and pop this open. It's got a tear notch at the top, and it is a massive ration. This one does have a menu on it. It's menu 12, but like I said, in development, we're not sure what's going to happen with everything. So first thing we have is a water bag. And it's got the Z-Ration Survivor Series on it. So that's really cool. I really like how it has the spout on it. And then the next thing is the Z-Ration Survivor Series water kit. So it's a nice waterproof case. Seals up. Let's go ahead and pop it open. And it's got some aqua tabs, water purification. It's got some paracord in there. Got all kinds of stuff. Then we have, I'll have to check that out in a second. Comes with a light in the kit. And you clip on that. And then looks like a lens, so you can start a fire if needed. Okay, so quite a bit of stuff right on that Survivor Series kit. And then there's also this. Go ahead and check this out. And I haven't even got to the food yet. Oh, okay, so this is like the credit card blade. And once it's unlocked, you can flip the blade up, fold this down. It's been a while since I did this, but there we go. And you got yourself a knife. And I'll be using this stuff later for the overnight. I got the light, the paracord, and then I'm going to purify some water with the tabs, the river water. So I'm going to put all the stuff back in the kit and we'll get to the food. Okay, so let's start going through this. First thing we got is the nut raisin mix. We got some cheese spread. A First Strike bar, chocolate flavor. And there might be some more survival items, I'm not sure. I just get through everything. Cornbread. Got some apple pieces and spice sauce. Got Italian sausage main. That's excellent. Got a beef goulash main. And I mean, when he comes out with these, they might be build your own, so you might be able to pick and choose what menus or what items you want to put in there. Got some honey for the, I know they offer that with the cornbread. Got an FRH. We have an accessory kit. lemon poppy seed pound cake, some Italian breadsticks. We have a True Lemon wild berry lemonade, fruit punch clear, and then moist nap. Okay, in the accessory kit we have the sugar, another fresh nap, some deep rich coffee, spoon, salt and pepper, some crushed red pepper, creamer, a napkin, toothpick, and some Smarties. And to save drinking water, I can use the river water to activate the FRH. Get right to the fill line. We'll throw the element in there. Start getting that water in there. And I can throw the main in right next to it. And the FRH took right off. It's cooking the main, and we're having the Italian breadsticks to the side with some cheese spread. And I have the fruit punch drink. Mix it in a foldable bowl, in a foldable cup. Really nice because they don't take up any space or weight in the foldable table, all thanks to Jack of Trades. He recently just got his subscriber count over 500, so congrats to him. I think he's having a contest. If it's still going on, you should check it out. And about 8 ounces water, we'll let that mix, and we'll put our main in the snap-fold bowl. Okay, we got the Italian breadsticks. Now, by themselves, I don't really like these, but paired up with the right mains and stuff, they're actually really good. So we have the beef goulash. I think that'll be a good pair. And then also putting the cheese on them really helps. Okay, the FRH worked great. I'm just going to dump main in this bowl. Okay, let's go ahead and try the beef goulash out. Looks like big chunks of beef in there. I think it's carrot. This has a very dynamic flavor. Very enjoyable. The beef has a nice chew to it. It's tender, but it's not like a ground beef or anything. It's like a steak. And everything just pairs really. Kind of reminds me of the flavor of minestrone soup paired with that stew. Really good. Now we'll try the Italian breadstick with some cheese. Cheese sitting in the sun kind of helped easy to spread it out. So let's go ahead and give that a shot. The cheese definitely helps it. I do like like I said, the breadsticks with the cheese, and it pairs perfectly with that main. I'll go ahead and try this fruit punch. Well, that might be one of my favorite flavors of that kind. And I've had the clear mixes before, but this one's really nice. Very refreshing, very light, but you know, no other added colors or anything that doesn't need it. Now let's try a breadstick with the cheese and the main. Looks like the perfect combo right there. Oh, absolutely. They all go together great. It's a really nice lunch. But I gotta get back on the water. And then I'll show how to use the water bag to purify some water up. Okay, this is my setup. So I got my ration, got my canteen, or I just bungee corded my tripod down. I got the Alpha Outpost dry bag and the camera, protector, life vest, and a canoe. So let's get back in the water. All right, so I'm gonna use this to get some water from the river. I think it's a liter, so I'm going to put just one tab in there and let it sit for 30 minutes once I get this filled up. Right now I got my river water. I take one of the tabs, which is actually designed for 750 milliliters, and I believe that's the size of this water container. And they're very small tabs, so you got to be careful. Got the tab, place the tab inside, and let it sit for 30 minutes, and we'll have water for dinner. So the plan is finding a spot for a good overnight. So looks like the horse flies or triangle flies are pretty crazy right now in the river. Once I find a good spot, I got in my dry bag, I got a hammock, I got a tarp in case it rains. It was raining a little bit when I got in the water, but definitely cleared up. It turned into a beautiful day. And then also got a set of camping clothes because I didn't want to wear, like I got, this is a nice setup for in the water, but I want to get my camping gear because I want to go deep in the woods, set up a nice spot, have a fire, and then I do want to stop and have dinner out in the river still, and then I'll have breakfast tomorrow after I stay the night. The river level is really low, so all the debris and all the trees sticking up and around have made it you know, we have to navigate through all the time. You can see behind me, trees down all over the place. If the water was up to its normal level, you'd probably just float right over it. But it's cool to navigate both low water and high water, just to kind of see how the rivers. Actually, the river right now is lower current because it's lower volume of water. But when it gets up higher, that's when it gets a little crazier. So I kept the first strike bar out because I wanted a snack before between lunch and dinner. And this could be used for breakfast, but I'm gonna eat it now because it's a nice little snack. And it's sitting in the sun, so look, it's like really pliable. Really enjoy the first strike bars. I think they have a lot of good energy kick with them. I really like the chocolate. I like all flavors, but if you not have a first strike bar, you should try it. Got a nice crisp rice, great flavor. But if you have tried one, what's your favorite flavor? Put it down in the comments below. Never tried one of these hot. The first strike bars chocolate. Usually they're cold and extremely hard to bite, but warm, really soft, and had like a hot chocolate flavor when it's hot. So warming up might be the key for this, because I know in colder they're a little bit harder to eat. So there's a nice drop off right there. Okay, I found an awesome spot right off the side of the river to have this dinner time. You have a pretty nice view while I'm eating. For dinner, I'm having the Italian sausage main, the apple pieces and spice sauce, cornbread with honey. I got some red crushed pepper, and the wild berry lemonade. I'm gonna be warming it up in on the stove in a canteen cup. Again, I can just use the river water to throw the main in there and warm that up. But I am gonna be mixing my drink with the water I got from the river and treated with the water purification tap. We got the main warming up. Now I can mix our drinks. So I have the wild berry lemonade. I'm going to put the mix in. And this is a really nice bottle top. Just pop the lid and you can just pour it like that. And then I got some extra water for drinking or cleaning. Okay, now I'm gonna open up my cornbread. Now I do like my apple pieces and spice sauce warmed up, so I can, once the main's warmed up, I just throw that in the hot water and it'll warm them up. Tried the cornbread, looks very fresh. Put some honey on it and just try it like that. That's actually really good. I was a little concerned about it being overly sweet because the cornbread's pretty sweet as is, but the honey's very semi-sweet. So it actually went very well. I'm going to wash it down with the wild berry lemonade. Wild berry lemonade's great. It has a really nice berry flavor. The True Lemon does a great job with the natural flavors. And it's made with river water. Okay, this is the Italian sausage main. So go ahead and just pour it into the bowl. Got big old chunks of Italian sausage. It looks like red peppers, green peppers. So yeah, I just let the apple pieces just kind of sit in the hot water and it warms them up. Maybe there's a big piece of the Italian sausage. Give that a try. Okay, this is a very flavorful main. It has the Italian sausage has a nice bite to it, good flavor. You can taste the red peppers. The only reason I'm mad at this main is it's actually replacing the hash browns for the menu number. So can't be really too mad about it, but it's a good main. Let's go ahead and try adding some cornbread to it. Oh, that's definitely the way to go. Adding the cornbread in there gives it a different texture. It's like a sweet and savory. And it says some may not like the cornbread sweet, but I do, so it actually works out. Spiced apple pieces are now warmed up. It's like a apple pie filling, it looks like. Let's go ahead and give it a try. Yep, just like hot apple pie. Got a nice bite to the apples. Really good, but I do want to try. The good thing about this cornbread is it actually can go sweet or savory. I'll break this up into this. Now I've made a cobbler with this apples and spice sauce with like turnovers and stuff. I've never tried the cornbread, so I'm excited to see how this turns out. Oh yeah, that's definitely a way to eat that. adding the cornbread to the apples. The cornbread does get a little lost in the flavor, but it gives it the texture of like a cobbler, and it's really flavorful. But I'm gonna go ahead and finish this up, and then I should be to the spot where I'll be camping soon, where I can change everything up to camping mode. Okay, so I made it to the landmark I was looking for the place I'm gonna camp. I'm going to open my dry bag up, switch over to my camping clothes. Time to see if everything's still dry. Got my clothes right on top, wrapped up. Everything's perfectly dry. Got some socks and my clothes. I got everything swapped over. And this dry bag comes in a nice backpack. It's got the 2 straps. Let's try to find a nice camp. Found a nice clearing. This is where I want to set up a hammock. I'll put the hammock in the bottom of the dry bag. So I got the hammock and the bug net. I'll probably start it right here, and then I'll have the fire right about where the camera is. Okay, now we got the hammock, and I just got to do the bug net. Okay, we're all set up. I got Alpha Outpost pillow, and then I'm going to use the Whoopee just for a blanket. It's going to be pretty hot tonight, so I don't even know if I need a blanket, but at least I got a place to sleep. Now I want to get a fire going. I forgot to mention, these are Gold Armor hammock. I'll put a link down below in the description. But if you want to see a setup video, because I've shown it before in other videos, I can put a link now. I'm going to use the Alpha Outpost, the Fiber Light. And Fiber Light actually has a website itself. Really nice fire starter. Going through some in the bottom of this. Throw some sparks on it. Starts right up. We got a nice fire going. This fire is more so to keep animals away and kind of hopefully smoke out some of the bugs. It's definitely pretty hot out right now, but you know, it's also just really nice to have a campfire. It's about bedtime. Get the fire all stoked up. Inside my hammock with the bug net, it's working great. It's actually going to get it's going to chill off a little bit tonight. I got my light from the Survivor Series setup. It actually has 3 settings. It's like a high, low, and then a blink, and then you turn it off. So it's really nice. And it hooks right up on top of the hammock line. But I guess I'm excited for the breakfast, last meal of the Survivor Series ration. But this is the absolutely perfect way to end a river trip. Sitting by fire, the hammock, just enjoying the time. I guess this lights out. It's morning time. Made up some coffee. I slept excellent last night. I think moving down that river, navigating through it, it took a lot of me being out in the sun, and then it cooled down at night, so it was super like cool, fresh air. Just sleeping in this hammock was awesome. I didn't put the tarp up. I don't know, I'm lucky it didn't rain, but I slept great. I'm drinking some French roast that I believe a Hard Knock sent me a while back. I had it in my pack, so I wanted to try it out. It's from the Starbucks company. It's a very, very bold coffee. But, yep, like I said, I like the strong coffees in the morning. Will help me wake up and get things going. Breakfast time. I got the lemon poppy seed pound cake, some nut raisin mix, deep rich coffee, and the First Strike bar I ate as a snack. That could have been used for breakfast as well. I'm warming up the water for the coffee now. Go and open up the pound cake. These are really nice dessert cakes, breakfast cakes, however you want to eat them up. Lots of options. And then nut raisin mix always kind of reminds me of breakfast. Go and open up the nut raisin mix. Now let's make up our coffee. Okay, we'll try the lemon poppy seed pound cake. It's a very fresh cake. It reminds me of eating a lemon poppy seed muffin for breakfast at this time. Now I'll go ahead and try the nut raisin mix. The nut raisin mix is just fine. Like I said, I enjoy that for breakfast. And just both these elements are just kind of perfect snacks for me on the go, getting a quick breakfast and getting back on the trail. I tried my deep rich coffee. I only used about 4 ounces of water. Say as long as you do the deep rich with about 4 ounces of water, it's pretty good. I did use the remaining water from the river purified water. If I gotta get more, I can put another tab and be good. Now I'm just gonna take the lemon pound cake and just dip it in the coffee. As you can imagine, that pairs very well together. Perfect little breakfast. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this up. We'll head to recap. Okay, time for the recap. So I started off in the canoe, had a really nice river adventure. The water's really low, so I had to navigate through the trees that were falling, as well as get off in a few spots because the water was either too low or there's a tree in the way. In those spots, I did have lunch and dinner, so it was really nice, but it also gave me a chance to try out some of the new gear I got from Alpha Outpost, from the Aqua Box. And the first thing was the shirt. The Alpha Outpost shirt was really nice. Even when the sun bearing down and the bugs were out, it kept me cool and it kept the bugs off me. So it was really nice. And then when I got wet from moving the canoe around or something, the oar getting splashed up on me, it dried pretty quick. And then as far as like if I was sweating, it wicked away moisture really good. So I really enjoyed that shirt for the river adventure. As far as the dry bag, I had the Alpha Outpost dry bag and phone carrier in which I put both in water and no problems. All my gear was wet and it was so nice to be able to get out of the water after being in there so long and having dry gear when you get out. Really awesome. And then I found a nice spot to camp. I pulled a hammock out, got that all set up. Fantastic overnight. I hope to do longer adventures in the future where I'm doing multiple stays, but this one was just a nice test run. As far as the food and some of the gear, got to try out the Z-Ration from AllMREs Survival Series. Now this is in development, such like maybe a prototype per se, and I really enjoyed the fact that I had the water purification tabs, and I could just put a tab in, fill this with river water, and I have purified water. And also came with a waterproof box, and this is like a water kit. It came with paracord, a magnifying lens, and a knife and a light. So there's even more stuff in there, and I think he's got a good thing going on with what he's doing. Anytime they can incorporate the ration with some survival items, I think that's a really good idea. But it worked out great for this water trip, and hope to try out some more. I'm hoping to see what he comes out with in the future as far as other kits. As far as the food, it's fantastic. I really enjoyed it. It was all very fresh. Now this one had the Italian sausage and beef goulash mains. It might be build your own, I'm not sure, but if not, there'll be menus where you can select from. But all the items inside there were perfectly fresh, really enjoyable, and made out pretty good for all 3 meals. Overall, it was a fantastic trip. I really enjoyed being on the water all day. I can find a place to camp afterwards. Everything worked out great, and I just continued to refine my skills. And I got to get better. I got to practice more because I got something really cool coming in October. And after plans get kind of worked out, I'll let everybody know. But got to keep practicing. So that's all I got now. So thanks for watching. Have a great day.